Hello everyone and welcome back for another Artist Spotlight Polymer Clay Earring tutorial. I'm so excited to introduce to you Adanary of Wild Cactus Clay. She has a beautiful name that I can't do justice when she told me how to pronounce it. She had a beautiful Mexican accent and it's so pretty, but I can't do it. But her name is as beautiful as she is and as beautiful as her clay creations. I really hope that you will go check her out on Instagram and Facebook. The holidays are coming up and I can't stress enough how special it is to support these small businesses. When you buy something from them, the money is going straight into their hands and supporting their families, and it's just such a special thing. So I hope you, like I, will be supporting these artists this holiday season. Today, Adanary has a really beautiful tutorial for you showing you how to make these clay earrings that I think are so stunning and so creative. I hope you will go check her out. Like I said, Instagram, Facebook. Like the video if you enjoy her tutorial and leave her a comment down below and let her know what you think of it. All right, let's jump right into the video.
Hi everyone, so today I will be showing you how I created these faux turquoise stone earrings. Here are some of the materials that I used to create these. So I did notice that the color that I customized looks exactly or pretty close to the color Fiji from Sculpey. So you can go ahead and use that instead. So here I am just adding some of the paint and just mix it in around. So I let the paint fully dry and I added some transparent liquid Sculpey so that the foil can properly stick to the clay. Once your block is ready, you can go ahead and put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes. For this step, I used Pardo Transparent to create the base of the earring, and I didn't have a mold that was that big, so I just created my own using my Cricut. I almost forgot to mention, I rolled this piece of clay to about 2 settings lower than what I normally do. So for me, it was a 5 because I normally use a 7. Once your shapes are cut out, you're going to want to add liquid Sculpey to the surface of the base. So here I just arranged the slices to my liking and I rolled these out to a 6. I like using a sheet of paper to smooth the surface before I cut into it. And for this cutter, I got it from 3D World US. I cannot remember the size that this is, but they do have several options there. This is going to be for the centerpiece. I used raw sienna and I cut out the shape with my X-Acto knife. Here I added a little bit of liquid Sculpey to the sides since I will be adding that gold foil around there. So here I'm just texturizing the centers, and I will be adding bits of the turquoise that we used or that we customized, and then also bits of Cernet Champagne. And then this was the last step, and then I go ahead and bake them for an hour at 270 Fahrenheit. Once baked, I trimmed off the base that was kind of visible to the surface, and I sanded the edges and drilled the holes, and I then used this Duraclear top coat. So adding the top coat was one of the last steps. After that, I let them dry down, and I added the jump rings, and that was it. I know it took a lot of steps to get to the end, but the end result is just really so beautiful. Thank you so much for watching.